A very good morning to you all. Welcome to the Younib breakfast show here at Younib TV. Kama mkiniona tu hapa mnajua, this is the time ya tune in to the Younib breakfast show every Tuesday and Wednesday. As well, mtanipatanga tu hapa niwaletea vitu legit. I am bringing you amazing entertainment. Wherever you're watching us from, ukumbuke this is the show that you are able to get entertained ukijitayarisha kwenda kazi. Ama if it's just that time of the year enye sawa uko on leave. Right now, unaweza kuwa as you take your breakfast, unani watch, you get entertained, you get to learn a lot of things. So this is the place where you should be every morning, every Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Younib breakfast show is a place where you should be. Sindio, nimeongea sana. Na sitaki kuongea sana mseme sahi ninajiuza sera nini. But remember, ni hapa tu. Kama si Younib TV na Younib breakfast show, hakuna kwingine venye unaweza pata good entertainment. Sindio. So today I want us to talk about a simple topic. Enye nyi wote mmekuwa mkiniambia in my DMs napata mtu akikuja akiniambia pressure. And now finally the pressure of life, enye nyi wote mmekuwa mkiniambia tunataka kuongelelea pressure, talk about pressure, you know, life iko na pressure mingi different nini. Ndio hiyo leo tunaongelelea. So we'll be looking at the different types of pressure that life has for us. Najua tangu tuko wadogo walimu wamekuwa kituambia peer pressure. And to some extent it has become something that we are now fed up with, because watu wanajua tu ukiongelelea pressure it is peer pressure, but there is more to pressure aside from peer pressure, and that is what we'll be looking at today, the different types of pressure in life. Sindio? So leo tunaongelelea pressure za life. Sindio? So you can also actually send in ni pressure gani wewe mwenyewe una feel like sahi life imekufikisha zero, like ni umekuwa tu na hii pressure excess hadi unaona enyewe I'm getting fed up with life because of that pressure. Hizo vitu ndo nataka to get to interact with you guys about it. So send in your pressures to get to understand ni pressure gani umekuwa nayo, ama kama pia ulikuwa na pressure kitambo and you've done something that has made you actually become better. This is the time that tunataka kujua. So keep interacting with us on our social media platform, that is Younib_TV on Instagram, Younib Media TV on YouTube, and also on Facebook. Kama huja subscribe kwa YouTube channel, unangoja nini? There's so much of entertainment here at Younib TV, and a lot of content inakujanga tu on a daily for you guys at our YouTube channel. So hata kama you are working ama unaenda uko kwa gari, you can be able to tune in through our YouTube channel na una get amazing content there. So usiseme subscribe, just go there, also subscribe na pia utuwatch. Sindio? It will be of value. So pressures in life ndo tunaongelelea leo. Na kwanza, what are these type of pressures zenye sisi kama mayouth ama vile tuko sahi tunaenda through pressures gani? One of the pressure enye hata mimi I had to nilikuwa nayo ni pressure ya career pressure. Unaona sa when you finish school, like I'll tell you even a story. Personally, vile nilimaliza shule, I was doing a diploma at a school I was doing it in. Nilifanya diploma, and when I was finishing the course that I was doing, most of my friends walikuwa like, hey, me I'm sure wametoka attachment wakaambiwa you after attachment you come, we are employing you. Others walikuwa like, their parents are like, okay, so you after you finish school you'll go to university and do the career and unataka and everything. So mimi nilikuwa tu hapo, you are listening to other people, unasikia hey manze huyu maisha yake ameipanga like this after this, like kuna venye tu ni kama amepanga life. No, nilikuwa inaniletea pressure different. So for me it was bringing me pressure, and yesa hadi nakaa naanza kujiuliza what do after this, what is next. So mimi nikiendanga home I was just like, what will I do with my life and everything. But fortunately enough, so many things zilifunguka when now after nimemaliza shule nimekuja kutulia, so many things zenye zilifunguka tu, and I don't know how, but I was giving myself first pressure because hizi pressure tu mingi vile watu unasikia tu watu wanafanya watu wamepanga life hadi uko like this is not for me. So that was my pressure. Na pia life has different pressures. Na pressure ingine ni ya kumove out. Unaona kila mtu sahi at our day and age unasikia like, hi mimi sahi I don't want to live with my parents anymore, I want my freedom. Because the part where you want freedom, utaki kukuja ukiambiwa pika it is you to decide, should I cook for myself? Kama staki, I can order in. We all want that life. But now, because life inatufix in different ways, na kuna watu maybe hata wajapata a source of income so far. So unapata hiyo pressure, inampea pressure juu marafiki zao washa move out, and then the way that wanakuitanga out at this particular time, unapata wanarudi usiku. But wanarudi usiku kwa nyumba ya nani? So you want that freedom of, unataka tu freedom ya kukua, ukiingia ile time unajisikia kulala, unaamka hata at 10 am, hauna shida as long as uko kwa nyumba ya mamako and you don't have a lot to worry about. So hiyo ni pressure ingine. So most of us tunajipea hiyo pressure ya move out. We want to move out as soon as possible, which honestly si vibaya kukua nayo, but if you're giving yourself pressure to the extent inakuletea stress, that is not good pressure. Yes, it is good upange kuhusu move out and everything, but ukumbuke your pressure pia tuiweke itulie, like see, it's not a must. As long as you have a roof under your head, si lazima move out, but you can plan yourself to move out. Unajipanga tu polepole, usijipe pressure ya kujiua bure. Another thing that is giving people out here pressure ya kuingia kwa relationship. You know, mostly hata ukiangalia, ukiendanga kwa TikTok, umeingia Instagram, unaonanga tu the couples that are making it. Zile couples zenye unasema, wow, I wish my relationship will be like this. Hey manze, that gives people pressure. Uko tu hapo kijiambia, guy, mimi hata sina babe, sina nini. Like it is giving you some pressure to enter into a relationship, but unaona tu like unaanza kujiuliza ni nini sina, ni nini watu hawanionangi niko nayo and everything. That is a pressure pia. It's a type of pressure. Another pressure is getting married. Unaona, to some extent there are people now around wameshaanza ku get married and they already now wanajua, hey, I have a husband, washaanza kuitana hubby. They have even done weddings at our age. Na saa wengine uko hapo ukipewa pressure nyumbani by your parents, like, we unaona nani wame get married, mbona usianze kufikiria ku get married? Na sasa hata una boyfriend, but now you decide to put that in you. So unaanza kujipea pressure ya unajua lazima niingie kwa relationship, lazima I get married by this certain age. Unajua then society has put it like it's a must. By the time I am at this particular age, I have to have my own family. But remember, everybody's journey is different. Na journey ya mwingine mwenye ame get married is not the same na yangu. My journey, I have my own journey to go through. Sika ya mwingine, and sometimes the whole journey zinaweza enda kufanana, but they are not always the same. You are never equal in this life. Na usually life imeka tu like we are not equal, and the same struggles I go through, even though I go through money troubles na mwingine anaenda through money troubles, my money troubles are not the same as the other person's money troubles. So maisha imetuweka in a place that there's no balance. Even when we try to balance it, iko tu like no balancing. Unanyimwa mahali, but at the end of the day we have to allow ourselves tujielewe na tuseme enyewe hii ni pressure yenye saa life. Mimi mwenyewe nisijipe hii pressure, itajipa saa later time yake ikifika, si ndio? So when it comes to marriage, acha kupata hiyo pressure. Don't enter into relationships juu so umepewa pressure na wazae, ama umepewa pressure juu all your friend mates washa get married. So that is a pressure that most of us are going through, na hatutaki kuelewa like ati you know, I need by this age and this age nafaa kuwa nimepata watoto, you know, I have to have my own home. Anyway, then reality inakupea pressure enye ifai kukua nayo. Another type of pressure is work pressure. Unajua, there are people who are already at work, but they are getting pressure from work. And sometimes unapata uko hapo, you're going to your friends, and maybe your friends are not employed, ama they are employed, but for them they are not having the pressure as you are having the pressure. So unaenda kuuliza, unasikia, we uko na hiyo pressure, si hata heri wewe uko na job, like ngangana tu na hiyo job, ukae hapo juu inakuletea pesa. But at the end of the day, the work for you, the pressure is excessive, and inakufanya sasa uko stressed and everything. So at the end of the day, hata ukijaribu kuelezea mtu aje, hata kuona ama hataona kenye unaona, because you guys are in different places. Like anasema mimi nikiweza kukalia hiyo kiti yako, like if you put yourself in their shoes, sometimes watakuwa the same place uko, but at the end of the day, because you are at work and they are not, they will not see the pressure that you have. So at the end of the day, unapata uko na like vitu zina happen tu, like hii pressure inakupea a lot of things to actually unajipata tu uko tu pabaya, like life is not happening for you simply because of the pressure unapata from work. And it's not just pressure from work ikuwe ni kama ni kazi tu, kwenda kazi asubuhi 8 to 5 is pressure for you. Maybe hata the type of environment yenye uko in working inakupea some pressure. Kama una imagine unaenda job on a daily, alafu wewe ndo pekee uko footstubishi, sima ndo tunasema footstubishi, like you're the only one who unapanda mat and everything, everyone else is driving, na wewe mwenyewe umeingia tu job hiyo siku. But you see, that is a pressure that already your work environment imekupea pressure. And you know, as I said, we all have our own journey. Na a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So umeshapata hiyo kazi sasa, now utaanza kusave up. Badala unaona sasa, because everyone around me has money, as in wako na gari, they are not coming through matatus and everything, unaanza kusema I'm saving up for a car. And maybe in real sense the best thing unaweza jifanyia ni maybe to move out. So at the end of the day, hizi pressures zinatufanyanga saa tuna feel kama we are not okay wherever we are, and maybe we even forego to see the good things that are happening around us. That is one thing that pressure does to us. Na tukiamua kuingia ama tukiitikia kumezwa na pressure, at the end of the day you will not be happy for what you are ama where you are. So at the end of the day, pressure ni different na kila mtu ako na pressure yake, but sometimes it is actually hard to know ama kuelezea marafiki zako kuhusu the different types of pressure. Another pressure is pressure from the family, be it there are different types of pressure, na kila nyumbani, kila familia iko na their own way of doing things. So ukienda kwa marafiki zako upate these people are having, like the way they do things is different. Ukirudi kwenyu uanze sasa unataka everything to happen the same way like your friends. Remember, we are all different, and even the families that we come from are different. So you don't expect that my family ama kenye ninafanya lazima ikae kama familia mwingine. You know, you have to understand, uitikie that the fact that hii pressure yote yenye najipea ya familia ama wazazi wako ndo the main source of your pressure. Wakikwambia unajua watu wenye wako your age right now, they are living alone and everything, they're giving you that pressure, and also definitely they know whatever you're making haiwezi kusustain. Alafu ukienda ni hao tu watakuwa nakwambia, lakini vile maisha nakupeleka vibaya, you just come back. At the end of the day, you just have to evaluate kama hii pressure, like we just have to see, evaluate and see where life is at the moment. So keep on telling us, what are the types of pressure enyewe unaenda through? Ni gani zenye una feel enyewe, mimi to this point life pressure yangu imekuwa tu, like I am getting a lot of pressure from life because of maybe I want to get married, ama many people want me to get married na mimi I don't feel like I am ready for that, ama ni moving out and you are not ready for that, but everyone anakupea tu pressure, ama pia unajipea pressure. Remember, pressure si lazima ikuwe from the external sources, it inaweza kuwa pia from you personally. Unaona saa mimi enyewe, you know, the way kila mtu anakuanga na the plan for an year. Not that I'm against it. Actually, it is good having goals. But sometimes we plan, like, tunajiwekea goals zenye they are unrealistic. They are not smart for us, ndio. So at the end of the day, mwaka ikiisha unakuja kujiuliza, saa ni nini nimefanya? And at the end of the day, maybe there are a lot of the good things that has happened through the year, lakini unajipea pressure juu au hujaweza kumake kenye umefanya. So at the end of the day, if you're a person who makes a goal every year, usijipe pressure ya make realistic goals, alafu usijipe pressure ya I must have achieved this by this. Unaona kwanza zile za I must get married by 25, and then reality don't like pop. Like there are things in life that come, like for example vile corona ilikuja, the people wenye walikuwa nasema I must have finished school by 2019 yes, but because of corona some things hazingefanya, ilibidi waende hadi 2020. But it doesn't mean that they had not achieved something. Walikuwa ende wamalize lakini hawangemaliza in 2019, but walimaliza school bado at 2020. But it doesn't mean that alifanya vibaya. Hafai kujipea hiyo pressure because hakufanya, because life has so many things to bring. Unakuletea obstacles plus obstacles, and sometimes through these obstacles you get to get so many beautiful things that come out. But if you uko tu like I must do this according to the paper vile nimeweka, inakupea pressure, and at the end of the day stress inakuja. So what is the pressure that you're going through wewe mwenyewe? Umeenda through pressure gani? Ama you're going through which pressure enye una feel like sasa hii life inafanya tu nimefeel hapana, me I'm not making it in life. So these are the things we want to talk about today, and we are talking about it. So continue sending in your comments through our social media platforms. As I said, it is Younib_TV on Instagram, Younib Media TV on Facebook, and also on YouTube. Na pia you can also send us your comments through our WhatsApp number, which is 0719144144. We are going for a short commercial break. Tukifikiria kuhusu pressures gani za life, tunajipea pressure gani kwa hii life, na pia watu wanafanya ni kuwe na ile pressure gani kwa life. So these are the things we need to go. Tukienda kwa hii break, tuende tukifikiria kuhusu the pressures in life, and then we'll be back. Usiende mahali. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Kata sim, tupo site, Tupo site ama ni aje?
Tupo site.
Yeah, I go by the name Alex. This is Rising Stars.
I am Peninah Wachera. Thank you so much for joining us leo.
Leo tuko na kikosi. Wanajita The Money Blender. Ni msanii mgani mnaweza taka kufanya collab na yeye wa Kenya?
Mimi msanii mwenye na rank Nyashenski. Mimi nikipatana na huyo nalala tu na viatu kadela.
That is what we do here at Younib TV, manze. This is Rising Star. Make sure you watch it every Tuesday. Saa ngapi?
From 4:30 to 5:30.
This is me, the guy, and Masiwaki.
Baze shasha male mandem tuna ride nimekuja zimeshika amgai asakai fast time.
So welcome back, guys. This is the Younib Breakfast Show. If you're just joining us, auja pita sana. Like today we are just having a conversation about pressure ya life. Life unajua inatupeanga two different obstacles every day. So today we are looking at the different pressures that life has to offer. Wewe ukiwa nyumbani, what is the pressure that you're going through? That is what we are talking about today. And don't forget, you can interact with us through our social media platform, that is Younib_TV on Instagram, Younib Media TV on Facebook, and also on YouTube. You can also interact with me, Miss_Wachera on Instagram and Peninah Wachera on Facebook. Let's keep interacting and let's learn from each other, because life ni kusaidiana, si ndio? Kwa hii life tunaokoleananga, si ndio? And that is what we want to learn leo. Tujaribu kusaidia msee mwenye ana feel akona pressure mingi ama ameenda through a lot of pressure, kuonyesha tu like there's more to life other than the pressure, na pia relax, relax, asijifilishe pressure mingi, si ndio? So before the break we were talking about the different types of pressure, na tumeongelea kuhusu the career pressure enye unapata tu life inakupea tu kwa career, una feel like nimetoka shule, nimemaliza shule na nataka kufanya hivi, alafu nikitoka na ndio hiyo sasa you don't have a job, but most people wame get job already ama wameshaitwa ama pia wako na connections, because you know connections siku hizi. So unajipea pressure juu ya hiyo. We've also talked about moving out pressure, vile wazazi wanatupea pressure pia, ama vile unataka the independence yenye unajifanya you just put a load of pressure to yourself. That is another type of pressure. Tukongelelea kuhusu relationship pressure, and unaonanga tu watu kwa social media they are having the best life when it comes to relationship. Wako tu the best. Ukiona tu anytime unaenda you see this couple like this is the couple I want. That is also pressure. Unajipea tu pressure na ujui zile struggles wanapitia ni maybe out to relationship yao ni ya Instagram peke yake. So that's a different type of pressure also. Tukaongelelea pia getting married early pressure, tukaongelelea pia work pressure. We have talked about pressure from the family and the different types of pressures that we have. Kuna ile making it pressure enye kila mtu anataka tu kumake it. Unapata kila mse anataka kuenda vacationing kila time. Unasikia ako like, hey manze, now this time I want to go for a vacation, but haujafika hiyo ligi ya kwenda vacation. Not that always jipeleka, you know, always usianze tena kujipea pressure from afar. Like you start for the step. Na nitashinda nikisema a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. For example, if you want to one day go for vacations to Dubai, Alabama, to Paris, you know, it has to start from a step. So unaweza anza, kama unaweza enda kujipeleka coast for a small vacation, enda hapo kwanza before uanze kujipea pressure ya kwenda UK, London, Paris for the vacation. Anza with a single step. Ile step ya hata unaweza anza by taking yourself out on a solo date. That inakusaidia tu kuonyesha yenyewe, this is a step that I'm going through. Hata kama hisi vacation leo, the next time I'll go for a vacation. So unaona, like sometimes you just have to take a step. One step pekee. You don't have to go 1,000 miles ati ndo uanze kuona umemake it. Just one step, and that is very important for you. So tuongelea kuhusu the different types of pressure. So tuko hapa, we are back to talk to you about what we do when we get pressure. Unaona vile hizi pressure za life zinakuja kwetu, unapata msesa anapata depression. That is one of the things, one of the consequences that pressure does to us. So mse anapata depression. At the end of the day, juu ya pressure ya actually from all corner of life, si unapata ile moving out, unapata sasa ndio hiyo, kuna hii pressure ya kazi, sina kazi, kuna hii pressure ya I am supposed to have gotten married by this time. Zote zikikuja pamoja, uko tu hapo, you're always thinking about the pressure. At the end of the day, you get depressed. And when you get depressed, ukumbuke whatever you've been doing ina come to a standstill. Ama unapata wengine when they are depressed, they just can't do anything. Wamebaki tu peke yao. The only thing ringing in their mind is vile wana commit suicide. That is also an impact of pressure, but we are getting to committing suicide in a few minutes. But kwanza sahi tuko kwa ile ya depression. Now because of the pressure yenye unapata from different sources, inakufanya tu ukwe depressed. And when you get depressed, this thing inakuwa tu like at the end of the day you will do nothing. So aside from badala kujipea hiyo pressure, like their life, kuna zile vitu zenye tunajipea pressure over no good reason. Like if you already have a roof over yourself, you can actually be able to do at least unakula, at least unalala mahali. So moving out haifai kukupea hiyo pressure yote yenye inakufanya sasa juu mimi sija make it, sina nyumba yangu, then you get depressed. So at the end of the day, look at life in a good perspective. Usipate ku get depressed juu ya the small pressure and at the end of the day ukieleza hata mwingine unapata tu ya akona, like you should be grateful for where you are. So your depression, usijipe pressure to the extent ya depression. You can be able to work yourself out before ufike depression. Another thing that we do for that, tuko na drug abuse. Kuna watu nakumbuka nikipewa story na mse, like because aliingia kwa relationship akakataliwa, akaenda at the end of the day akaenda hapa akikunywa alcohol for a long while and until they hajaikuwa the same. Now that is what pressure does. Maybe actually to some extent pressure inafanyanga pia uanze kufanya vitu, like the things that if you feel like now I'm not making enough money kama wenzangu, you opt to now go to do something like alcohol enye ita delay, like it will just delay the pain for you and itakufanya usiji pressure sana, because now when you're doing the drugs you're actually happy for a while. Unakumbuka it is for a while, it is not for a whole while, like it's not for your whole life, inakupea tu for a while. And now because you feel like when you are in those drugs you are happier, unajipata now it is something that you're doing daily hadi nakufanya sasa ukue an addict when it comes to drugs. And this is something yenye pressure, like just a simple pressure kadogo tu hivi and there's no need of having it, inakufanya sasa uingie kwa drug abuse, you become an addict of these drugs. At the end of the day you're wasting your life juu ukikuja umekuwa addict wa hii drug, the specific drug yenye unatumia, and then now you have no more time is needed for you upelekwe pia kwa upelekwe from the addiction to, yani there's so much to life, like unajipata tu umeenda through addiction, umekuwa addicted, ukaenda tena kwa rehabilitation center. That is what I was searching for. Umepelekwa rehab, after umepelekwa rehab umerudishwa. You see the time that has taken, and maybe that time ulikuwa unasema tu that ka small pressure, maybe by that time ungetumia hiyo time vizuri, hiyo pressure hata haingekuwa, because ungekuwa umemake another step when it comes to life, si ndio? So tusijipe pressure to the extent yenye itatupush tuingie kwa drugs na pia to abuse drugs, tukuwe addicts wa drugs. At the end of the day itusaidii mahali, si ndio? It will just drugs make us happy for a short while but not for a long time, and after that unakuwa saa ni wewe una depend on the drug to survive, which is not good, si ndio? Another thing that pressure makes us do ni committing suicide. I know nilikuwa nimetaja hii nikasema nitawaambia some few minutes. So hiyo some few minutes imefika. So most of us during pressure unapata when you have now a lot of pressure inakupea the stress. Ikisha kupea stress unajipata saa at the end of the day unafikiria now you're not worthy anything, because unaangalia even your peers, ukiangalia au wame make it kwako in your own image, you think that they don't have troubles, una feel ni kama you're just not needed. So at the end of the day una feel the best thing ni kufanya ni kucommit suicide now because of the small pressures that at the end of the day ukifuatilia sana, you'll just get to understand that I am just giving myself unnecessary pressure, ile pressure enye saa I don't need at all. So unajipata umecommit suicide. At the end of the day watu wenye wanaumia, actually it is you destroying your life, because there's more to life, like there's more. You should, living is something more, and you should actually unafaa kuwa excited to live a life, si ndio? So when you commit suicide, at the end of the day umeumiza familia yako, remembering whatever they have been doing. If you're thinking of committing suicide, it's not the best answer. Like hata heri uende utafute mse muongee pamoja, like you just talk to someone, but don't think about committing suicide, because at the end of the day it does not help anyone at all. What it does is just brings more pain to your family, it brings more pain to you. Uki commit suicide, imagine hata kama it's less painful for you, at the end of the day it is the pain. Umejipea hiyo pressure, and hiyo pressure imekupush, ikakupea stress, ikakupea sadhe. Now even the motive of committing suicide inakuja. So let's try tujaribu we don't fall into the pressures of life. Another thing that pressure imetuletea ni illnesses. Like, you know, when you feel umekuwa na hiyo pressure mingi, pressure iki build up, kuna watu wanapata ulcers because of the pressure. Juu hiyo pressure imekuja na stress, juu unaanza kujiambia sasa sija move out, nitapata hii pesa wapi? And at the end of the day pesa unapata unaifanyia kazi, but uko like sasa ninapata zingine wapi, nitafanya nini ndio nipate more? Inakupea tu stress, and the stress now inakuwa excess, inakuwa mingi excess, hadi saa you get now illnesses like ulcers inaanza ku build up and everything. So at the end of the day it is not good for you. You end up harming yourself because of unnecessary pressure. I mean, it is unnecessary. Why am I calling it unnecessary? Because at the end of the day kuna vitu tu zingine we can live without. Like kuna zile zenye we just have to understand ourselves and says enyewe sisi mimi naelewa kuna hii pressure, but sasa haja gani ni fall into pressure for now, let me just live with what I have, and whatever I don't have I just pray to God atani provide, you know, and life will become more easier for you. Another thing that inafanyanga, or the pressure, depending on the different type of pressure inafanya, it is stealing. Unapata saa mwingine saa because of anataka ku get rich easily, ile pressure ya ku make it in life, unaona? So unaona badala ya ku goja hapa, yana mwasa wacha niende niibe nipate pesa, at least that is easier money, well napata pesa virahisi, unaona? But at the end of the day when you steal, siku ya mwezi ni 40, watu wanasemanga hivyo, Waswahili walisema hivyo, na ni ukweli. You'll end up being in the prisons, ama worst case scenario unashikwa na watu unauliwa. why should you give yourself pressure from life alafu uende kuiba, and then at the end of the day haikusaidia kenye umeiba hata itakusaidia, because you'll end up in prisons ama you just lose your life because of the way of stealing. So at the end of the day haja gani ujipe pressure ya ku make it in life na pesa yenye hata si yako? Kwanza, why should you even think about stealing in order to be able to satisfy the pressure you're getting from people? Like, there are better ways of making yourself have less pressure in life, sindio? So tusiende kuiba ati ndio to satisfy our pressure yenye tumepata, ati juu nataka kwenda vacation so niende nipige mtu geta hapo nje nipate pesa nipate hivyo. Ama unapata sina simu sahi, simu yako ni ile yenye unaambiwa kila mtu akiingililiwa tu ni unaambiwa hey manze, unaona usikuwa na simu kama ya hule you get, and then now because you feel the pressure unaenda unapiga mtu geta pale nje unachukua simu yake. At the end of the day, yes umepata simu, but it brings a lot of guilt. Actually inakuletea more guilt because it's not yours. It is something that you have not even worked hard for. Have you ever realized that if you work hard for something and then upate, like, it is so sweet enjoying the fruits, but sasa juu ya hii gile ni tu simu umepata through kuiba. At the end of the day you don't enjoy using even the phone, ama unaiba hata simu yenye inakuletea, like hata inasema I always itumia because maybe mse ameweka hadi aware that if you steal my phone hautaweza kuaccess anything. So at the end of the day hausaidiki because of the pressure umeenda kuiba, na hata after hiyo yote pressure pia inaongezeka because you're like now nimeiba, niko na more stress, mbona nimekuwa mwizi. Like at the end of the day inakupea tu a lot of things, a lot of stress. So haja gani uibe? Just give yourself no pressure. Jaribu kufanya usikuwe na pressure mingi, si ndio? Another thing that inaweza fanya, when tumeongelelea kuhusu relationship pressure, na hii imefanya watu wengi waingie into even toxic relationships because they feel like I need to be in a good relationship. So wakiona kuna place yenye tu kuna opportunity, anaingia tu chubui, anaingia, kisha ingia ndani ya relationship. At the end of the day anajipata na pressure, and hata kama anaumia kwa relationship because of the pressure alikuwa amejipea, like I have to survive in this relationship, I have to stay in this relationship, anajipata sa in toxic relationships, and that is making them now you're actually getting more stressed because of the pressure ya kuingia kwa relationship. At the end of the day you don't even feel like you have your own time. Umejipea tu pressure to the extent you have to be with someone though you are happy. At the end of the day it doesn't make sense being in a relationship that is toxic, that is not good for you, that you're not even feeling okay in, that you are not even appreciated in. So at the end of the day umepata hiyo pressure ya kuingia kwa relationship, ukaingia kwa relationship, ile relationship ulikuwa unaona kwa IG is not the same na yako, but you just want to be there, like you say I have a baby boo and everything. At the end of the day unasaidika na, so hakuna haja ukuwe hiyo pressure ya kuingia kwa relationship and then you enter in a relationship that is not good for you. So you just have to take time and wait for it. Najua tumeingia so deep for you guys, so nataka tuendelee. Like when we are thinking about pressure, there are different types of pressure that everyone is having in life. Na pia if you get to understand every place in life, hakuna place yenye utajiambia uko very comfortable. Even the person who is the richest in this world, he or she is not comfortable. Akona pressure pia zake mwenyewe zenye they're just things that akona struggles, but what they don't do is they don't let that struggle be like pressure to them. Wanaenda na flow, they go with the flow, sindio? So guys, continue interacting with us through our social media platform. Remember, you can talk to us through our social media platform, that is on Instagram Younib_TV, on Facebook Younib Media TV, and on YouTube, on YouTube as Younib Media TV. Also, you can interact with me through my social media handles, Miss_Wachera on Instagram and Peninah Wachera on Facebook. Let's keep interacting. Wewe ni pressure gani umeenda through pressure gani, na imekufanya ufanye nini, ufike limit gani? So sahi tumejua kuna pressure. Sasa wewe tuambie umepata pressure na ili kufanya ufanye nini. Na after this, now we are going to another step of we want to learn now how can we be able to ease or make ourselves less pressure kwa life, kujipea zero pressure, as people say, zero pressure. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of interesting topic and the interesting conversation, which is pressure in life. Sindio? Usiende mbali. We'll be right back. So welcome back to the Younib Breakfast Show. Remember, you're watching us wherever you're watching us from. This is the Younib Breakfast Show here at Younib TV, and today we are having a conversation which we are talking about pressure in life. Kuna pressure mingi zenye watu wameenda through, na nimekuwa nikienda through most of your comments, and I'm telling you, hey, you guys have stories za pressure. So there's this one anadiambia, like, I'll just read it as it is. Anasema, I am Michelle from Rongai, and she says, maybe honestly, I have gone through a lot of pressure that at the end of the day ilifanya nikuwe mgonjwa. It made me depressed, and I have taken a lot of time to be able to go for therapy and everything. If I would have known earlier, singeweza kufanya the whole pressure and everything. What I have gotten to learn is the best way to reduce this pressure is by taking time for yourself and being able to learn to love yourself. That is awesome. Very, very awesome, Michelle. Amazing. Let me sample another one. Anasema, mimi honestly, life imenipea tu pressure to the extent that I am feeling like giving up. Honestly, this is a topic that we need to talk about and not take it lightly, because most of us are going through a lot of pressure that imefanyiwa through our families and everything, and we really need to talk about it. So that is Ronald from Uthiru. So nawaambia, people are going through a lot of pressure, and talking about it, I hope that by talking about this topic that we are doing here, by us talking to you, by us sharing what we think, I hope it will help you ease yourself when it comes to pressure. Thank you so much for your feedback. Najua kuna wengi wamekuwa kiniambia, oh, shout out. And sitasahau, before the end of the show today, I am sending shout out to you guys. Leo ni ile siku, si ndio? Leo ni ile day. But before going to the shout out and everything, tumeongelelea kuhusu pressure za life, the types of pressure that life has to offer, si ndio? Tukaongelelea ya what after tumepata pressure ni nini enye inatufanyikianga kwa life, unaona, ama what are the things that pressure makes us to do, or what after the pressure, what is the effect of pressure, si ndio, to our lives. That ndo tukaongelea illnesses, tukasema kuna kuiba, tukasema depression, tukasema, we have just talked about a lot of things. So right now I want us now to see how can we be able to ease pressure in life. Na ya kwanza utasema, we try to practice gratitude. I know most of us tumezoea kusema tu we are thankful, and some of us actually the only place we say thank you ni kwa maombi, tukiambia Mungu thank you God for giving me for waking me up in the morning. Hata najua nimeenda mbali nikisema kwa maombi. Kuna watu they never practice gratitude, they never say thank you, because to them thank you maybe can be a sign of kuonyesha like they are belittling something. But at the end of the day, being thankful is not something that, it's just a sign of respect. And imagine if you practice gratitude for yourself, just telling yourself thank you, kujiambia tu kidogo, like I am grateful for this, I am thankful for this, ndio. So let's try to practice gratitude. Imagine if you're feeling like you have pressure, alafu you just actually journaling will help, guys. If you're not good at journaling, it is something that you need to start doing. Start journaling, because it helps you be able to know. No, see, journal to vitu negative, journal everything. If you've gone through the hardest point in life, journal. If you've gone through the greatest thing in life, journal. Hiyo itakusaidia kabisa to be able to help you work on yourself. So we practice gratitude. That is something that will help you be able kujua. You see, when I'm saying practicing gratitude, unagalia like I am now, I'm done with school, so I should be thankful because anyway the journey has not been easy. So be grateful for the steps that you're taking. Even the smallest of the smallest thing, be grateful of it. So we practice gratitude. That is one thing of helping us to ease pressure. Another thing is work on mindfulness. Najua mtasema mindfulness inamaanisha nini and everything, but let me just read for you this. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the act of being fully present and aware of where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing. It's powerful. But just saying those, the meaning of mindfulness, inakupea the power of it. I repeat, mindfulness is the act of being fully present and aware of where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing. With that, we should just work on just being mindful. I don't know, the smallest thing matters. For example, if I go niko kwa barabara ama nimetoka home, nimetoka niende nipate msee ameangusha kitu and maybe haizi chukua, I be mindful enough to just say acha nimchukulie nimpe. That is just, you just practice a little bit of mindfulness. You've helped somebody out. And now when you're aware about yourself, sasa, you're aware about who you're with, even the people around you, it will help you ease the pressure you have. Sindio? Another thing we should be is put yourself first. At the end of the day, kila mtu akola their way. My journey is not your journey. As I've said, even even from the people who have come from grass to grace, yes, from the lowest place to the highest, wakola journeys are different, and that is why you can never hear somebody having the same journey as another person. It is never the same, simply because a journey, kila mtu akola journey yake kwa hii life. Sorry. Kila mtu akona journey yake kwa life, and it all depends with how your journey is, and you're the one now, the difficulties zenye ziko ndo inaleta the happiness and the pressures of life pia inasaidia. Kuna vile inaleta ka slight ka motivation, because if umeona kama Michelle amesema she had to go to therapy so that she can be able to practice loving herself more. So unaona, at the end of the day, the pressure, okay, not that I'm saying the pressure ilimfanya akue, ilimpea stress, ikampea depression, but at the end of the day alichoose kwenda therapy, and now she's trying to now love herself more, ndo aache kufikiria watu sana. So if you put yourself first in everything, at the end of the day utajipata uko mindful of yourself and you're happy and you're self-aware. So put yourself first. That is one of the things that will help you ease from the pressure. Another thing is rest. Take time to rest. If you're having pressure, take time to rest. You know, there's a time when you unapata tu life everywhere, kila kitu, it's just like ila around through your head, ila revolve to, like everything is just happening. At the end of the day, take time to relax. Just hata kama ni you're off, or by you're off, just for that one day, you just go sit by yourself and relax. Don't do anything, just relax. it will do wonders to you guys. Just at the end of the day, unajipia pressure from all the places, and then it makes your head even cluttered. So when you take time to rest, to think about your life, inakusaidia to ease yourself, you feel relaxed, inakufanya relax. And when you take a rest, it will help you build yourself. Kuna venye to like just breathe in, breathe out, to help you just be able to take life as a step vile iko, sindio? So relax, it is very important. Another thing, celebrate small wins. Every day tunakwanga, as I said, when I started, I told you that we always make goals on a regular basis, to go like, oh, I should do this, oh, I should do this, oh, I should do this. But at the end of the day, easy goals zenye tumejiwekea, and sometimes they may not happen, but by the end of the year there's that positive thing enye imekufanyikia, sindio? So celebrate that small thing. If you have actually graduated, is a big thing, but if, for example, you have been able to get a job, celebrate that small win. If you're able to just write a song, now realize you have a talent of being a musician, celebrate that small win, because through that celebration, your small win inakusaidia tu at least enjoy, feel like you're doing something in life, and you don't have to get a lot of pressure from every source, because I'm going somewhere. And finally, I can say journaling. I'll go back to journaling, because journaling is important. Hata ukienda therapy, wanakuambiaga you start journaling, because if you start now, for example, through journaling, you can be able to learn a lot about yourself. You can be able to know whether you're good enough, whether you're not good enough, whether you're working towards your goal and your dreams. So guys, be able to just journal. Sit down, journal out the things you're doing, and I'm telling you, you will see wonders. It will help you reduce a lot of pressure that life is bringing to you. I hope you guys have learned a lot from this show. I hope that you've been able to learn more about life, the pressures of life. I hope it has motivated you guys to be able to see or look at life in a better perspective, with life without pressure. So with this, guys, I want to wish you an amazing day ahead. I hope that you guys will people who will end up having life pressure, to be able just sit down, relax your head, and don't like usijipe pressure mingi juu itakupea a lot of problems. I said before the end of the show I'll be shouting out people, and first I'm thankful to you, my viewers, because kama si nyinyi singekuanga hapa, kuwaletea entertainment and to bring you even the topic of the day. Another person I want to big up is _K.A.T.T.A.H. Kata, umekuanga someone who has been always commenting, always talking about the topics you're doing, always sharing, and I'm thankful for that, and I'm bringing this shout out to you. And remember, guys, it is easy. Just always tune in to the Younib Breakfast Show, and also share to other people, so that you can be able to help them build their life and also enjoy their morning every day. I'm also giving a shout out to one of my viewers. Aliniambia wewe, by the way, kwa show ukikuja ni pe shout out. Is shout out, yes, I'm giving you the shout out to Ronald from DSTV. Unafanyanga kazi hapo Greenspan Mall. Nakuona. I have not forgotten. I have given you the shout out. So let's continue watching the Younib Breakfast Show, the best show in Central and beyond. Central Africa, Eastern Africa, and beyond. So guys, this has been the Younib Breakfast Show with me, Peninah Wachera. Remember, let's keep this conversation going. Let's interact, because pressure is a lot of things that in a later life inatupea pressure mingi. So if we help each other, then we will be helping each other to grow and become better. So this has been it for you today. So I hope you enjoyed, and continue enjoying your day. Have a lovely day ahead. Goodbye.